Up to now, half of the time the players from the club have focused on the national team has passed, which can be considered an important break in the national championships before entering a series of fierce matches. Listed at the end of the year. Well, for many clubs, this can be seen as a time for them to slow down and find the team's weaknesses in order to improve the team's situation. It seems that with Manchester, they are not enjoying the joy that common. Because every day that passes, not having to deal with any more injuries from the players is a success. It is so because so far the Old Trafford team has recorded 16 different injured players. From the serious situation of having to take a long-term break until the light recovery in a few weeks, Red Devils fans now often joke bitterly with each other that even if they are rushed, they will end up with a squad that is injured for unknown reasons. But fans still wonder about this issue. Why has the injury situation at MU become so serious? Statistics from Daily Express show that there were up to 16 cases of being unable to compete due to injury, illness or other problems. Since the beginning of the 2023-2024 season campaign, there have been only 11 exciting matches. Vivid evidence showing the serious injury situation of MU player and how it affects the performance of the Red Devils is the position of left-back Tyrell Malacia. Been in pain since last summer and has not played at all in the new season. After that, he went to the show and had very severe muscle pain and had to take many months off, losing his two left defenders. The board of directors rushed to borrow the Tottenham defender, but the Spanish defender only had time to play 3 matches before having to go to the infirmary and had to take midfielder Sofiane Amrabat. A player who has just recovered from injury takes the position of left back, or in the case of goalkeeper, Ariana's performance is quite bad, but the devastated coach does not dare to take risks in starting for his team. If the weekly topic had not been injured, this veteran goalkeeper could have been trusted to play some matches. So Onana just took the lead by default. Despite making one mistake after another as is inevitable, Ten Hag's team lost 6 and only won 5 matches out of 11 played. Latest matches with Brentford: if Scott McTominay had not scored 2 goals in stoppage time, then he would have lost 7 and won 3, and then his wife would focus on the national team with the Manutians. Extremely heavy. Manchester newspaper sources decided to say that the MU coaching staff is conducting a comprehensive investigation to find the root of the problem and the name of the Hag. There needs to be an explanation for the severe injury. Currently, there are some conflicting opinions that the coach's overly heavy physical training method in the pre-season is the source of this situation. The players have just returned from a summer break, their bodies are still not ready. The physical training session was so intense. But at the same time, the players also do not maintain healthy living habits. For example, in the case of Sancho's family, when this player always stayed up late playing games and came to the training ground very late, the Dutch strategist always showed himself to be extremely harsh in both practice and competition. However, he once said that he did not need the players to practice too much if they had to play every 3 or 4 days. Klopp also completely abandoned long-distance running to help the players recover more easily in this season. Not only that, the cause also comes from many factors, both subjective and objective. Remember that at the beginning of the season, Manchester United had to play a total of 7 matches in a short period of time. Having to play with such continuous intensity in less than a month made every player feel uncomfortable. Feeling extremely tired, even with unnecessary injuries, in addition to that innocuous competition schedule, Manchester still has to face 4 arenas this entire season. For a big team, but if you have to win every possible match, it's a must. But it is the Ten Hag and the team's team that are the truly important tournament for them, so they can unleash their strength after the transfer period. The Manutians can be more confident and breathe a sigh of relief because of the team brought back reinforcements to strengthen the quantity and quality. However, this leads to Ten Hag struggling to choose where to play their main. Overall, Manchester's problems come from both objective and subjective factors, and just like us, Ten Hag is capable of seeing that. Perhaps he just needs time for the best players to return to save him from the difficult period ahead. But what if the situation cannot improve, or is the day of saying goodbye to the Dutch coach not far away?